Sometimes I want to add some color detail to my characters or to my objects, and I don't want to create an image map, and I don't want to work with procedurals and weight maps to kind of put the detail where I want it. And so I use the color vertex map feature to pull it off. These four characters here all use color vertex maps. We'll just take a quick look. This little character, so that I can get the soft transition between the dark fur and the light fur, the orange fur and the white fur there, from on the feet and the hands and on the face, and a little bit of black color in there. We'll go to the next character and we'll see that the frog has got two-tone. We've got the lighter color and the darker color, and even between the toes with the webbing. And we've got this character, a little bit of makeup, some blush and some eyeshadow, and we've got this little elf with a little bit of blush and a red nose, and also this little gradient that's going on the hair. So it's a really easy thing to set up and use, and I use it all the time on my characters, but it's not limited to character stuff. Let's just see how to set it up. I'm going to pop over to this female character that we saw earlier, except it doesn't have a color vertex map on it. So let's go ahead and create one, throw a little bit of color on there, and we'll be set. Okay, so I'm going to come down here to C for color. That stands for color vertex map, and a color vertex map is just RGBA information, red, green, blue, alpha information, saved to the point. So it'll be transferred with the object, which is kind of a bonus of working with color vertex maps. So I'm going to come over here, new, let's give it a name. I'm just going to say face, and we need to apply it to a surface, so I'll apply it to the BD base. That's the surface name that I gave the base skin here. We'll choose create, and it adds it to our list, so we can close the window, close that little panel. And now we just need to start putting on the color. Now we could go to the map tab and choose set map value, select the points that we want and give it the value 1 is R, is red, green, blue, alpha. So that's what value 1 through 4 stands for here, is red, green, blue. That's the information it's looking for, is red, green, blue, alpha. But I find it easier to work with the airbrush, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. Click airbrush, in for numeric. For the vertex map, we'll choose face, and let's choose some eyeshadow color. We'll go with blue, similar to what we had at the other one. And I'm going to make sure that symmetry is turned on, so what I do to one side I do to the others. I don't have to do that, but it'll speed things up. So I'll right click and size my brush. That's working with the airbrush tool. I could also just come over here to the radius and adjust that there, but I'm just going to left click and drag, and I can give some eyeshadow. It kind of oversprayed. I'm going to undo, zoom in a little bit, size down my brush, and just left click and drag over so I can get some nice eyeshadow there. And I'm going to give her a little bit of blush. Just pick a color and kind of airbrush that on. Okay, so there we go. Added a little bit of makeup. It's saved to the object because it's a vertex map, and that information is saved to the point. The one thing to keep in mind when working with a vertex color map is that the color that you're airbrushing on needs to be a lighter color. So if we go over to, let's take a look back at our characters over here. Let's look at, say, this frog. The color without the color vertex map, let's take a look at what it looks like. Over in the surface editor, come over to the base for, let's find the frog. Frog. We'll come over here to frog light, which is the surface that we have for the base here. In the advanced tab, we've got the vertex color map. So if I want to remove that, just hit none. So this is the actual color of the frog, and I airbrushed on the darker color. So you want to make sure that your base color is going to be lighter than the color that you're going to put on there, and then you can take advantage of the vertex color map for your objects just to dress them up a little bit.